Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity reigns supreme. So we got a special unbox today. I know I always say that, but I really do this time around. As you guys know, been expanding the dimension as much as I possibly can, doing some improvements, working on some of the lighting, some of the accenting, reorganizing everything as best as I possibly can. Been trying to pump out videos as quickly as possible for you guys. Now, I decided to step up my game a little bit. Now, what do I mean by that? Some previous videos you've seen, I started the SH Figure Arts collection pieces. You can see a few of them right behind me. You can see Thor, well, over there, Thor, from Endgame, final battle scene. I have a couple of those I did some videos of, which you can check out when you have a moment. But today, I got this in. Now, I decided to, as you know, recommendations from some of my my colleagues in the community, like Sleeping Collectibles, Oof Oof, John Joker, Destination Stone. You know, so many. The list goes on and on. Mr. Stargell. These are all phenomenal channels that you guys should definitely check out if you love reviews and unboxes. You can't go wrong with those guys. Also, I cannot mention this man, Marvelous Collectibles. Amazing channel, does some amazing reviews. So, this, I actually ordered something from SideshowCollectibles.com. Decided to step up my game. Now, I can't actually afford the big, tremendous Hot Toys items. I wish. I mean, they look so fantastic. The insane detail, at least from what I can see from videos and from their online page. But I did see something that caught my eye. Okay, what caught my eye was this. I'm a big Spider-Man fan from way back, and one of my favorite iterations of Spider-Man, aside from classic Spider-Man and Peter Parker, is the Scarlet Spider. And they had a Scarlet Spider statue. So I said, what the hell, I'm going to treat myself. And this was before the stimulus packages were, the stimulus checks were sent out. So this is my own regular pay that I'm just decided I could budget and afford. So we're going to jump right on into this. Now, this was supposed to arrive Monday the 22nd. Today is actually the 20th. So I got this 2 days early from California to New York in like maybe 3 days, 3 or 4 days. That's pretty awesome. So here it is, pulling it right out of the box. There we are. We have nothing in there. That's just a cardboard box. And there it goes. Nice little plastic covering. I'm going to set this aside. Maybe I'll put it in the box. I don't know. I have cats, so I don't want them chewing on the plastic. So, we have here Marvel Spider-Man 1/10 scale statue, Scarlet Spider suit, Marvel Armory collection. There we go. And seeing all the insaneness. Now, those that don't know, Ben Reilly was, well, at one point he was believed to be the real Peter Parker, clone, and then clone again. It's long crazy story. Initially, he emerged during the Maximum Clonage saga, going back to the 90s. Long story short, he basically awoke to find himself, he woke himself with all the memories of Peter Parker. He looked like Peter, he had the outfit, he had everything. And then he finds, oh, wait, who is this guy? And he sees actual Peter Parker. So, not knowing really what to do, he establishes himself as the Scarlet Spider. He even bleaches his haircut, giving himself the persona of Ben Reilly after his Uncle Ben who passed. Okay, so he goes on to be a new web slinger. And as you notice, some of his outfits very different as well. We're going to take some nice look and detail into that. This is PCS, as in Premium Collectibles Studios right there. Okay? Now we got a nice, cool, classic Spidey emblem right... Well, I shouldn't say classic Spidey. They also feature Spirit Spider suit, which is kind of like a Ghost Rider version of the suit. And then, of course, we have the Sony PlayStation game themed advanced suit that's advertised right here. This is part of the Gamerverse. Not to be confused with the Marvel Avengers video game that's out there. This is just a general Gamerverse, but these may be alternate suits that they may have eventually in that game. I've never played that game, so I really can't speak. I've never played the PlayStation Marvel game, or the PlayStation Spider-Man game, so I can't speak to those suits. I'm an Xbox person. I'm sorry, guys. So what do you say we get right on into this? Now, they do show PCS, the Premium Collectible Studio. They do have some links here on the back. We have Facebook.com/collect PCS and also Instagram.com/collect PCS and also Twitter @collect PCS. There we go. And this is recommended for ages 14 and up. Collectible art piece, not a toy. Product specifications subject to change. Warning: cancer and reproductive harm. www.p65warning.ca.gov for exposures to both listed carcinogens and reproductive toxins. It actually says that right there, guys. How crazy is that? That is pretty wild. So we're going to open this right on up. No tape, no security, just styrofoam that's taped on the inside. So we're going to slide him right on out. No papers, no legals. So we're going to set the box to the side because who knows, I may want to package him back up for storage at a later date. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Not having the greatest weekend. I had a family member who had a health issue, non-COVID related, mind you. But you know, you never want to hear about family not feeling well or having something wrong. So that's what it is. But my brother is doing fantastic. He's feeling better, feeling healthier. So that's the important part. So first thing we see is we get a little stand here. Now in back, Marvel, made in China, PCS, parentheses, S21 is probably the model number. So we get nice, good, durable stand here. And we do have two small peg holes right there. Let me see if I can rotate this in a better light so you guys can kind of see. You can see those two dark dots right there. So right here and here. Okay. So let's pull Spidey out. Now they do have these little bags of crystals. You want to dispose of those. I know it's for freshness, but you want to keep those away from any kids, animals you might have. You want to protect what you have, right, guys? So here we are. Ben Reilly, a.k.a. Scarlet Spider, in his full pose, and he looks badass. I love this detail on the suit itself. When Scarlet Spider first came out, he was very, I guess, I want to say low-key because it's just a solid red suit with a torn-sleeved hoodie with the spider emblem, a new version of the spider emblem adorned to it. And if you notice, he's got a full-on utility belt. He's got wrist cartridges for his webbing, for different types of webbing on his wrists. And he also has some little utility pouches by his ankles as well. So this is more of, I kind of liked him more like a, I guess to the tune of a more Batman style. You know, he has all accessories that he's relying on, not just his spidey senses and powers. So there is that. And by the way, this is a statue. There are no posable hands. There are no swappable heads. The arms do not move. Legs do not move. This is a static piece. It's not going anywhere, guys. Okay? Now, I want to show you guys some of the detail here. Not just the emblem right there, but if you notice, right in the hands, we have our web shooters. They did detail on the web shooters there, too. And let me see if I can get the camera to kind of focus on those. You're just looking at his ass, aren't you guys? Come on, stop it, would you? A little early in the morning for that. Well, maybe it's not. I don't know. So we got the little web shooters. We got the black grip of his gloves. And we have the web shooter trigger right there. I love the detail on this. I mean, that's something that you know, if you have it posing like this, you're not going to see it. But they gave that detail. And I love how they have like the open slots on the back where he obviously has already pulled cartridges from. I mean, here's the little ankle pouches I mentioned before. Let me see if I can get a little bit of a zoom here. I'm using the C922 right now, and its autofocus is not the greatest, but you can see the details here. Now, if you read the original comics, these little pouches were actually kind of a brown color, but that's perfectly fine. I mean, this is kind of like a little update. This is the Gamerverse, so this is featured in the video game, so that's why the colors are the way they are. Just like you have a few Spidey suits that are a little different than the comics. You know, just like Iron Man has his accessories, Spidey's got his little suits. Now I'm going to put this right on in, and he pegs right in. Okay? You can shake this, and the bottom is not coming out. So, I mean, if you shimmy this with your hands, you can kind of pull this apart. But when you put it in, you're in there. And he's got kind of the little ninja toe slit right on his feet there. Probably for better grip. But there we go. Scarlet Spider from PCS. Premium Collectibles Solutions. There we go. I hope I said that right. Studio. Sorry. Premium Collectibles Studio. I'm sorry. But there we go. I mean, even the detail on the face mask. Spidey did not have any kind of, or Scarlet Spidey did not have any kind of outlines like Peter Parker did on the traditional Spider-Man suit. And eventually, Ben Reilly would go on to take on the mantle of Spider-Man. Even with his blonde hair, he still kept his persona of Ben Reilly. But he made a very cool looking one of my favorite Spider-Man suits, where it was kind of the traditional Spider-Man, but it kind of had like a little two-tone going on the arms and the legs. And also, instead of having just the black spider, he had the spider arms kind of wrapping around the torso, which was very badass. I loved that suit. I love this suit. I always loved Scarlet Spider because he was Spider-Man, but he was his own take on Spider-Man. It's kind of like Dick Grayson in the DC universe. He was Robin, but then he was under Batman's shadow, so he broke out as Nightwing. And he established himself as a completely different person, different weapon set, different skill set altogether. So there we are. I really love this. This is probably going to be one of my favorite. This is probably my favorite Marvel piece right now. I mean, I love my SH figure arts with the energy effects on it. But he's probably going to be one of my favorites, at least until the next item I get. So what do you guys think of this? Now, he was going for around $94.60, I think. $94.60 on SideshowCollectibles.com, plus their, of course, your obligatory tax and shipping. So I really like him. I mean, he's just the detail on here. I could not be happier. There's some awesome shading being done by this company here. The camera's really not picking it up, but you can see like a little darkness shading right there, adding more of a textured look between the legs and then the side panels here, which obviously are probably for some padding and protection of the suit itself. Again, you see that also repeated up here and also on the forearm right here, almost like those are additional guards to protect the wearer from the inside. You know, some extra padding, like when you're taking a hit in the shoulder or taking a hit right here at the forearm. I mean, this is phenomenal. I really love Scarlet Spider. I wish I could get my hands on a Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider, which is a little bit harder to get your hands on because he came out a few years back. Sideshow Collectibles, some of the items can be pricey, but I believe that's because the pricing is set by the manufacturers themselves. And Sideshow, they're just another retailer. You know, it's like going to, you know, you need a new computer, new monitor, you go to like Best Buy or Office Depot or something like that. So, I wish some of the collectibles were easier to afford. Not so much, especially if you have a family, if you're on a budget. You know, you kind of have to try and, you know, save your ducks. You know, set them for a rainy day. They do, on some of the higher price items, they do have a flex play, or not a layaway, but more of a flex pay, where you can pay X amount for so many months or in so many payments. So they do have that for some of the larger ones. But I mean, that is what it is. Now, I have a Marvel Legends compared to this. Okay, they're on the same stand right there, guys. He's definitely bigger than a Marvel Legends, in case you're wondering. The detail on here is phenomenal. I mean, I know I keep repeating myself, but I mean, this just looks so fucking awesome right now. Pardon my language. But I mean, the detail on here, I mean, you can see the pouches all around, all the different pieces on here. Everything's just phenomenal. I love the detail on the cartridges here. I mean, I'm blown away by this, guys. I mean, and also, I hate to say it, but I think I got bit by the bug. I would love to get some more. I'm actually going out to a couple comic book shops this weekend to see if I can maybe find some good deals on some more collectibles. But there we are. Scarlet Spider Gamerverse by PCS, also known as Premium Collectibles Studios. I highly recommend this. If you're a Spidey fan, if you're a Marvel fan, you want, or even if you're, you know, starting out your collection, you're starting out low, you want to try and pick up some cool pieces, this is a great gateway piece to jump on. I mean, this is just phenomenal, guys. Just phenomenal. I really cannot ask. Well, yeah, I could ask for more, but I'm more than happy. This is definitely worth the price of admission, so to speak. I mean, just the whole look of this is just phenomenal, guys. So, there we are. Scarlet Spider in all of his awesomeness. So, I want to thank you guys for checking out the video today. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this guy? Would you give him a 1? 1 is in, hey, Parker. Or would you give him a 10 saying, I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? What would you give him? Honestly, I gotta say, I gotta take him down a notch to 9. Okay, 9. Just he's Excelsior. He's definitely a 9. I would have liked maybe something a little bit bigger for the price point, but that's just my wishful thinking, guys. You know, that's just my honest opinion. But I love him for the scale and detail, and he's not something that's going to easily break either. I mean, he's nice and sturdy. This is something that if he falls off a shelf, he's not likely to break unless you have a hard marble floor of some kind. I mean, you're going to need a lot of impact and a lot of force to break this guy. The detail, the quality on here, I mean, you can run your thumb over here, and just the texture of everything, it just feels phenomenal. It is phenomenal. Okay, Stan the man, if he saw this, he would say Excelsior. You know, for all the true believers out there, Spidey is still around, and he's amazing, and I just can't say enough about this, guys. So there we are. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. If you have some questions, some concerns, or some criticisms, hit me down in the comment section below. Or if you're feeling kind of froggy, you want to leap at me, come and hit me up at davesdimension78@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at davesdimension. So until next time, I want to thank you guys for checking us out. I hope if you liked, you gave us a comment, and I hope you're subscribing for more videos and content coming your way. So, until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting, and I'll catch you on the flip side.